Subscribe and download over 1 million code snippet including this tutorial from codegive.com, link in the description below. In Python, functions provide a way to organize and reuse code. When working with functions, it's common to pass data to them as parameters. One versatile data type for passing collections of items is the list. This tutorial will guide you through the process of taking a list as a parameter in Python, along with code examples. A list in Python is a versatile and mutable data structure that can store a collection of items. Lists are defined using square brackets and can contain elements of different data types. To accept a list as a parameter in a function, specify the parameter name in the function definition. Here's an example. Once a list is passed to a function, you can access its elements using indexing. Remember that Python uses zero-based indexing. Lists are mutable, meaning you can modify their elements. Any changes made inside the function affect the original list. Functions can accept lists containing various data types. Python's dynamic typing allows for flexibility. You can provide default values for list parameters in case the caller doesn't pass any. Functions can also return modified lists. This allows you to perform operations on a list and use the result elsewhere. In this tutorial, you've learned how to pass lists as parameters to functions in Python. Whether you need to process, modify, or return lists, understanding how to work with list parameters enhances the versatility of your Python functions. Lists are powerful data structures that allow you to efficiently manage and manipulate collections of data. ChatGPT. Title: A Guide to Handling Lists as Parameters in Python Functions. Introduction. In Python, functions can take various types of parameters, including lists. Lists are versatile data structures that allow you to store and manipulate sequences of elements. Passing lists as parameters to functions is a common practice, enabling you to create reusable and modular code. This tutorial will guide you through the process of taking a list as a parameter in Python functions, providing clear explanations and practical code examples. Let's start with a simple example. Consider a function that takes a list of numbers as a parameter and calculates their sum. In this example, the calculate_sum function accepts a list of numbers as the numbers parameter and calculates their sum using the built-in sum function. Functions can also modify the elements of a list passed as a parameter. Let's create a function that squares each element of a given list. In this example, the square_elements function modifies the original list in place by squaring each element. You can also provide default values for list parameters. Consider a function that prints the elements of a list, with an optional separator. In this example, the print_list_elements function has a default separator of, but you can override it by providing a custom separator. Functions can accept multiple list parameters. Here's an example of a function that concatenates two lists. In this example, the concatenate_lists function takes two lists as parameters and returns their concatenation. Conclusion. Passing lists as parameters in Python functions allows for flexible and modular code. Whether you need to perform operations on the elements of a list or combine multiple lists, understanding how to handle lists as parameters enhances the readability and reusability of your code. Experiment with these examples to solidify your understanding of working with lists in Python functions. ChatGPT.